Hi everyone. I thought we'd come together and do a crackle type pour in a thicker mold. And I'm not 100% sure how it's going to go. I have an idea of how it should work. But we all know how we think things should work, doesn't always work. So I've mixed up 6 ounces of Let's Resin tabletop resin. It's quickly becoming one of the resins I like to use. I've let it warm to 34 degrees Celsius, 93 degrees Fahrenheit. It is a lower viscosity tabletop resin. It is 1-to-1. Because it's lower viscosity, I did need to let it heat up. Sometimes with tabletops, you can use it straight away for crackle. This one, you'll see as I pour it in here, it's pretty thin, but it's awesome because it's also very low bubbles. I'm going to just coat the bottom of the mold. Sorry, I've got to get a little wipe so I don't make a mess. And I will most likely make a mess anyway, but that's okay. All right, just a little bit more to coat the bottom of the mold. Not a ton, just a surface layer to let the resin move a little better for the crackle effect. All right, now I'm going to divide the rest amongst my cups. Hopefully the right way. Poured a bit much, I think, in the first one. We'll see. And it's no calculations. I'm just looking for it to be even in the cups. This one that I poured just a little bit more in, I'm going to continue pouring just a little bit more in it, and we'll use it for one of our non-mica items where I might need a little more of it at the end for a push type pour. Let's do that. I always think my second mica doesn't need to be as much, so this one wasn't quite level either, so I put that in there. Put that for that one. All right, so let's get a mixing. My first one, I have Let's Resin Mica Powder Olive Green. I'm going a little fall for this pour, for this coaster. I do want to use quite a bit. You see, I'm getting a huge chunk on my stick. And then also to make it a little bit heavier, because the pastes that I'm using are kind of heavy, I'm going to add let's do 2 drops of Cast and Craft Opaque Pigment Concentrate. I find when I need a little weight, adding some sort of paste or white helps me out. It does seem to maybe give a little less shimmer to my mica powders, but that's okay. Just don't do too much. This is going to be my dark mica. We'll see how I did picking out these colors. They might be a little weird. I wanted to use some paste that I don't normally use. Remember to mix your mica powder in good. You don't want any powder chunks. Usually Let's Resin or Eye Candy are both really great mica powders. All right, now I have moss green from Just Resin. It's a pigment paste. And I'm just going to take a little bit on the end of my stick. I don't want to use too much. Pastes color very quickly, very heavily, and they get more opaque the more that you use. We don't really want a super opaque color. We are going for more of a transparent, so we have to be careful with how much we use. Don't want it too heavy, but like I said, I countered maybe some of the heaviness with a little of the white in my mica powder. So thick resin, and then I do transparents and micas. All right, so next I have a Let's Resin Chameleon powder I don't use very often. It's olive. And again, you're going to use a good scoop. This one's a little bit lighter weight Mica powders do have different weights. Some of the really lighter weight mica powders will not work with this effect. Now let's go ahead and add our 2 drops. I like Eye Candy because they do put the weights of their mica powder, which is kind of nice. I found one that works really great with this effect, so I looked at the weight, and now when I try to get other ones I want to use with this effect, I look at the weight, see if it matches. Let's Resin doesn't give you the weights, but I found the majority. I haven't really found one Let's Resin, I guess, that doesn't work. These chameleon powders are popular with this effect. That's really pretty. All right, and finally, I have my Just Resin. I think it's pear green. This looks like it might need a little mix-up. We'll see. Oh, I got a lot on my stick. I remember just I want a little bit, so I'm trying to scrape it off. This is a really pale color. It just adds a tint of color. I just don't want to use too much because again, we start going opaque. And you can see in the cup, it is opaque. So hopefully I didn't use too much. Hopefully my whites will counteract the weight of my transparents. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stand up just because it's easier for me to see the center. All right, so I'm gonna start with my first mica powder. Just double checking my mix. And I think I'm gonna try to do 2 pours from each cup. We'll see how that works out. Then my transparent. Then my chameleon powder. And then what should be my other transparent, but is going to be very heavy. And you could sort of see the weights as I'm pouring them in because they sink or stay on top. And it's kind of funny, the heavier ones seem to stay more on the top. I might save a little of this one. Now, because of the weights of everything, I am thinking maybe we'll get some sort of flower type effect, and I'm okay with that too. It just happens when you have some heavy things. I'm going to try to put a little bit more of this olive before we go ahead and finish this up. Just a tad. Whatever I can get out of this cup. Oh, just a little dribble. All right, that one was a little off center, but that's okay. Now I'm going to do my final push type. Pour. I have a little left over of these 2. Maybe I'll do an edge of something. Now I was trying to figure out what to use. These aren't quite green enough. So I have these pyrite bits that do turn very dark. So maybe I'll use these. I could maybe even go gold. Let's take a peek at the gold. so many different little things to use. Let's see. Oh, the gold might be too much. Let's go back to pyrite. Maybe get some of the bigger chunks that are on the top. All right, I'm going to try to center it. It sucked it in. Oh, looks like it's tilting off to the side, doesn't it? What did I do with my little sticks? I'm probably not going to be able to see it to fix it. Let's see. Maybe I saved it. Maybe. But it's gone now into the black hole. Oh, no. We'll see how it comes out. You just never know. That'll be the one thing I hate about it. Watch. All right, now we just let it do its thing and work, and hopefully we get something cool. I'll watch it with the heat gun, the torch. Not the heat gun, the torch, because I don't want to blow it around. I might get some little bubbles up from the pyrite bits. Otherwise, it's a very bubble-free resin. I don't expect too many bubbles. But I'll watch it for about 10 minutes, then I'll come back and give it a shot of heat. All right, we'll be back. Fingers crossed my center's not too off kilter. All right, it's time to see how this worked out. Did we get crackle, or did it more turn into the flower? Let's see. Oh my, it is crackle, and I have to tell you that the eye candy that we put in here is just stunning. It is so absolutely gorgeous. I hope the camera is catching it. And the pyrite that we did here, really, really just stunning. Just, I don't know if you're going to get that in the camera. Just gorgeous. Oh, amazing. Thanks for watching.